Yeah.
Okay. So let's go live.
Do we need to say 3, 2, 1?
Okay. So hello everybody and welcome to the NYU Quantum Technology Lab live stream for the Nobel Peace Prize.
Yes. Yeah.
This year we are picking the laureates of Nobel Peace Prize.
Okay.
So let me introduce my wonderful panel. We've got Marek Narozniak and Monsieur Huang.
Yeah.
Right. He's a biologist. And so we're going to talk a little bit about all the prizes that have been given out so far.
Yeah.
And when we come to the Peace Prize announcement, we'll have a look and we'll go through some of the things which are in the people that are in the running and anything related to that at all. So, all right. So, should we talk about the front runners for the Peace Prize first? Okay, you're already leaving us. Oh, you've got a wireless mouse. That would be helpful, actually, because then you could control that one. Yeah. All right. Okay. Clearly very organized here. Absolutely professional. Okay. So for the Peace Prize, so some of the front runners that are in question. So let's have a look at. Oh yeah, thanks. So let's have a look at some of the front runners. So this is going to happen now in about 35 minutes. But try not to click on this. Okay, so the World Health Organization. So I think that's a pretty sensible kind of option because, of COVID, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, let's just go through it first. Who's this guy? How do I close this thing?
Yeah, here.
Oh my god.
No,
they just make it so tricky these days. They make the close button as small as possible, and then you can.
I did it.
Alexei Navalny. Who's that? Do you guys know?
I don't know this guy.
One of Vladimir Putin's most influential opponents. Oh, he's an
He got a poison.
Anti-Putin kind of person.
Yeah, he got a
right?
poison. He got a poison.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he got a poison.
Okay. Greta Thunberg.
Who's that?
Who is that?
You serious? No. Okay. Oh my god! Thank you, Time Magazine, for making this a fun game. I don't think she would get it because she's Swedish, right?
Swedish cannot get
right. Swedish cannot get any prize.
Also, I think she's too young, and no, actually, not so young, but because it's COVID year, I think that they would not give it to somebody that's not COVID. They've already given climate change to physics, actually, right?
Yeah.
So physics ended up being climate change. Okay. So if they give it to Greta Thunberg for peace, then that would be two for climate change. Come on, boober.
Seems like COVID becomes a universal excuse for everything. First, they excluded the cheesecake because COVID. Now it affects the Nobel Prize.
The cheesecake. Oh, I see. Yes.
I would give Peace Nobel Prize to cheesecake.
Yes, cheesecake is Hello, Boo Bear. Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, we're live. We're just going through the Peace Prize potential nominee. So we had Greta Thunberg.
Yeah.
Alexei Navalny. Do you know who this is?
Alexei Navalny? Yeah, I think he's the Russian guy, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, the name is very suggestive of that, yes. And the WHO, the whole of WHO, I guess.
Oh, so they can give the prize to an organization.
Just go down. Let's take a prediction.
Well,
I think it's getting interesting.
What do you mean? Oh, okay. Svetlana Tikhanovskaya. Who's that?
I don't know.
Belarusian human rights activist and
Oh.
politician.
What did she contribute?
I see. So she went against
I don't understand. Okay.
Alexander Lukashenko.
Okay.
Is that right?
Okay. Okay.
Something like that.
Okay, maybe the wife.
Biden, always just give it to the U.S. president.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
You guys know who Biden is, right?
What happens?
Jacinda Ardern. Okay, if she gets it, I'm just gonna explode. I think.
Australian,
No! Oh my God.
New Zealand Prime Minister.
Yes, the New Zealand Prime Minister. Yeah. For her handling of COVID. I don't know. I think she didn't handle it so well in the end because, I mean, actually COVID is blown up in New Zealand. And I think in the end they've gone with a, living with COVID strategy in the end.
But why Biden?
Why Biden?
Why Biden? I don't understand.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he is. He's a nice guy. Yes.
By the way, speaking of New Zealand, hi Matt.
I'm not.
Perhaps he's watching.
No, I don't understand
Yeah.
why Biden.
I don't think so, but
Yeah.
I don't understand
Okay.
why Biden. But anyway.
Okay, and that's about it. That's Time magazine.
what about Trump?
Yes. What?
Oh, he's not in this time.
Why he's not on
Probably
the
next
list?
year. Next year, we are giving him a shot.
I don't think they would show Trump in the Time magazine.
Oh.
No?
No.
They used to show him a lot.
Well,
Before he
as
became the
the
president.
bad guy, I suppose. Yeah. So here are the bookies odds, right? So
Yeah.
how do I look at this? So WHO is the number one, actually.
I think
the top
I'll
pick.
pick up WHO. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would pick it as well, just because of COVID.
Yeah.
If they
I'll
don't give the
pick-
COVID one this year, then when are they going to give it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Also, the other ones are kind of weak candidates. Yeah. Bill Gates.
I don't even know who this is. Reporters Without Borders. Is that a
Yeah,
news organization?
Yeah, it's a kind of organization. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
What kind of organization?
Without borders, I mean the different countries. Yeah.
They're like doctors without.
Doctors, I mean medical
Uh-huh.
doctors without borders. I mean reporters
Something
without
like that,
borders.
that's
Yeah.
Yes.
It's an organization, just like
Yeah.
us. Yeah.
Just like us?
Just like us, we are an organization, right?
Can we get the Nobel Peace Prize?
Yes, we can.
Where are we? We don't. I don't see us
Yeah,
at
we'll
all.
try next year.
Yeah.
Our odds are too low to be listed.
But I was surprised they even mentioned Bill Gates. Why?
Bill Gates. Oh yeah. Well, he's done a lot of humanitarian work.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's reasonable. Yes.
So, but yeah. So
Palestinian, okay, every single year they probably got nominated. Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Even though they don't get any prize, but
Nathan Law Kun Chung.
Who is that one?
Sounds like is it a Hong Kong activist?
Let's check.
Because
Okay.
of the activities, yeah.
Let's not talk about
But
that.
let's not talk about it, okay? Yeah. Okay, let's forget about that.
Okay, all right. So yeah, that's about it. So the only difference here was the
Yeah.
Reporters Without
Right,
Borders.
right. That's an organization.
So Greta Thunberg is really pretty high actually in the odds, right?
I'll pick up WHO.
Yeah, I think my pick would be WHO as well. Yeah. What is UNFCCCCC?
Let's check.
United Nations Financial Crime, blah blah blah.
Financial
I'm not sure.
crime.
Crime, okay, that's a crime.
United Nations Climate Change.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, climate. Yeah, okay.
Oh, crime.
Yes.
But what
Okay.
is the F?
F?
United Nations. What is the F in there?
Function or something.
Framework,
Framework, okay.
United Nations Framework Convention on
okay.
Climate Change.
Framework Convention. Okay. I see. Framework. Why
Well-
would they put framework
Well,
in the
they
acronym?
certainly don't get nominated for picking a nice name.
Bad name.
Yeah,
Bad
that-
name.
Bad name,
Yeah,
bad
bad
the
name,
reason,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I wasn't aware of this Svetlana person. This quite a big name apparently.
Just curious, do you guys do this every afternoon?
No, we normally do a video, but
Okay.
because the Peace Prize happens to be exactly in the
okay.
time that we do a video, we thought we might as well do a live stream.
I think this is good, you know. Sometimes we should pick up, we should keep it up.
Yeah. Okay, we'll keep it up. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta keep it up, okay? It's still
Right.
kind of sharp, you know?
Yes. Okay. All right. Well, we've still got half an hour, so let's see what's happening in the YouTube thing. Nothing.
Yeah.
But then there's people commenting. I don't know. Nothing really.
No US
Jeffrey
president, yeah.
Jeffrey Canada. I don't know. Okay, so why don't we talk a little bit about the past Nobel Prizes that have been already awarded a bit?
Okay.
So we've actually got a representative from almost each discipline. You're a biologist.
Yeah, I'm
We're actually physicists. Marek is an author, writer,
Oh yeah, I'm a writer.
Yeah.
Okay.
writes lots of blogs and stuff. Yeah, and we also got a chemist, but he's coming a bit later. So why don't we start with the physics one? Do you want to talk about physics?
Okay. I don't know.
Don't sound too excited about it. Yeah.
Mine has been.
Talking about physics here, that's weird.
Yeah, okay. So you're going to talk about Parisi, right? So let me give you the mouse. These are the links that you sent me here.
Oh.
Yeah? I mean, okay, just tell us what the, what did this Giorgio Parisi guy, so, Nobel Prize in Physics was given. We did a live stream the other day, by the way, when the Physics Prize was awarded, but we were like, oh my God, who the hell are these people? We had no idea who they were, so we were
Are
like...
you serious?
Yeah. What?
Oh, you're in the field, you should have known.
Well, it's a very big field. We do quantum information, and we were expecting quantum information guys to win, and then they didn't, and so we were like, oh, who are they? Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Anyway, so Parisi is he got half the prize, right? So do you want to explain what Parisi did?
Yeah, I think I'm drawing blank.
What's blank?
What do you mean?
No, it's okay. Just
Yeah.
Imagine someone wakes you up at 2 a.m. in the morning explaining who is Parisi.
Well, everything in physics is new to me. Okay, just enlighten me. Okay, just
Yeah. Okay. Do you want Marek to go first? to give literature.
Okay, go,
Yeah.
please.
Okay. All right. Fine. We're changing the order.
Just
Your
enlighten
tabs
me,
are
okay?
somewhere to the right. There.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the literature one
Okay.
is Mr. Abdul Razak Gurnah, who is a writer.
Yeah. Who is he?
He's a writer.
Oh, okay. He's a writer.
He's a writer, and he got a literature Nobel Prize for writing about colonialism in Africa.
Okay.
Yes.
Where is he from? Tanzania.
Actually, no. It's very interesting. He comes from a country that no longer exists. He comes from the Sultanate of Zanzibar,
Okay.
which is the country that is no longer there. The place where he comes from is currently Tanzania, and he.
He?
What else?
So this Zanzibar, is it just next to Tanzania? Probably, right?
No, I think it's part
Okay.
of Tanzania.
Oh yeah. Do you know?
It's near Kenya, and
But it's part of Tanzania.
It's part of Tanzania, right?
actually,
Okay.
interesting thing, Bube, you might find it interesting. He used to be a lecturer in Nigeria, the University of
Bayero.
Yeah.
Where is that?
here.
It's in,
I meant
I know.
in Kano. It's in
Kano State.
Yeah.
Kano.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
don't know where that is.
And when he was
Nigeria.
18, he moved to UK. And he became a writer.
So now
And that's
he's a
all I
British. Now he's a British.
I see. What's his most famous book?
Well, Memory of Departure, Pilgrim's Way. Obviously, I read all of them.
Yes.
You did.
No.
Professional.
Admiring Silence. Well, that sounds
Very well prepared.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah. I see, but
So that's a novel.
It is. Yeah.
Okay, that's a novel.
He also written some non-fiction things,
Okay.
essays, criticism,
Oh, quite a lot. Yeah.
and short stories. Yeah, and that's it.
okay. So, will you read more of his work now?
Well, I'm not sure because I'm more into different kind of literature.
Sci-fi.
Yeah, more like sci-fi. So I don't think so, but I think you guys should.
Okay. All right.
I mean, what's his style? What's his style? You know, I mean, Nobel Prize. I mean, just a couple of years ago, a few years ago, they gave it to an American singer. Remember that one?
Well, his style
American
is
singer. Oh, Bob Dylan. Yeah,
Bob
yeah.
Dylan.
Yeah.
well, his style is writing about colonialism in Africa. That's his style.
Okay, I mentioned this because I mean, a few years ago, Bob Dylan. Okay, and I asked my mentor. I mean, he told me, okay, back to 60. Okay, Bob Dylan really wrote a lot of good stuff. Very beautiful. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
That's why they gave him the prize.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, he was a poet of sorts.
Yeah, yeah,
But
he
that
was.
was a breakthrough in a way because it was not a traditional literature, right? So who knows? Maybe they'll just give it to the best blogger and stuff. They'll go.
Let's see his Chinese page.
Can you read it?
No.
Yeah, that's quite
That's
Chinese.
ups the exotic factor. Okay. Okay. All right. So, well, okay. Anyway, I get sort of the idea. It's sort of guy from Tanzania writing about such issues. and-
About colonialism in
Yeah.
Africa.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Got it. All right. Should we move on to biology then?
You want to talk about biology?
Yeah.
Well, where is it? Where is it? Which one? This
one of those last ones. Yeah.
This one?
No. That's the odds for the Peace Prize.
This one? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you wanna
So I
start
want to
with
show
that?
you guys. I mean, this one. Okay, just listen. Okay, this guy is great. I mean, basically summarize. I mean, all the stuff they have done. Okay, and I want to share with you these two guys. There are two. Okay, two laureates. Okay, one is around 55. The other one is around 65. The one with 55. I mean, he was born in Beirut. That's something really surprised me. In 1985, 1986, okay, he attended, 1 year.
The ceremony started.
Oh, that's the ceremony. Okay. Just go to the. Just give me the mouse here for a minute. All right. So I think they just spend about 15 minutes just waiting for something to happen. So.
Okay, we just come here. It's okay.
So we don't need to.
It's okay. We can talk about biology. Or you want
No.
to talk? Okay.
Just turn it down.
Okay.
And then I think the actual announcement is in 15 minutes.
Okay.
So yeah. So continue.
Okay, we come
Continue
back
on.
here.
Yeah.
Okay, we come back here. Okay. And one of the guys around 55, his name is Adam something, okay? He came from Beirut. And that guy really amazed me, okay? Because think about that. He came from Beirut. He attended the university 1 year over there. He just switched to the States. And I think he got a PhD in Caltech with a big shot, okay? His PhD mentor is a lady. And the other guy, 65 guy, he's a typical American, okay, very decent one. He got a degree in MIT, I believe. Then he got a professorship in UCSF, in San Francisco, okay, medical school. That's a big shot, immunology, whatever you can name it, okay. UCSF, there is no argument for this one. Then both of them, and this guy will discuss about how one is a touch, the other one is pen. Those one I call them a signal transduction. They are all with signaling, okay, signaling. So if I hit you, okay, you feel pain, right?
Yes.
If I touch your hot water, you feel pain. These two people, they just try to clone those receptors one after another. And also,
clone them.
Yeah,
Clone.
receptors, you can clone them, okay? And that's why they are pioneer. And one thing is that they touch each other's field and they still survive very well. I mean, think about that from 10 or 20 years ago. I mean, their publication are all Nature Science Cell. Cell is a big one,
Yeah,
okay?
Cell is big, yeah.
It's huge, okay? You got to put, tons of data in.
Which is better, Cell or Nature?
I would prefer Nature or Science because some scientists, they believe it's easier. Because you don't want to put a huge data. You need to get a novelty.
Okay.
You get a novelty, you go to, Nature Science. If you want a thorough, work, you go to Cell. Impact factor, probably Cell is better or something, I don't know. Okay, yeah. So those work, think about that. In the last 20 years, they are still active, and right now they are active, and they still go to Nature Science, and still go to Cell.
Okay.
I'm really jealous. So listen
You want to
this.
hear more about how
Just listen.
viewers are going down. Number of viewers are going down, Wayne. Better change it up.
Okay. So just listen to this guy. A very, very nice summary, okay?
Okay.
Summary.
All right. Okay. Is the volume up on the? Oh yeah, maybe turn.
This year's Nobel Prize was wonderful.
This Nobel Prize has been awarded for our ability to sense heat, cold, and touch. And this Nobel Prize for the discovery is made in a way to find the receptors that sense changes in temperature and also change when touch each other and get in contact with each other.
Receptor is a bit complicated word. If you were to explain the discovery to a child, what would you say?
So when there is a change in temperature, there are sensors in our skin that are sensing these changes, either when there is like a sunny or burning sun, or if you put your hand in cold water, those sensors are being activated and they are formed by these receptors that were discovered. In addition, when we touch each other, there are other receptors that are activated and convert the touch into nerve signals sent to the brain.
How would you say does this discovery affect our lives?
Without these channels, we will not be able to protect ourselves. If we put our hand in a fire, these receptors send information to our brain and tell us to avoid touching or burning place. In addition, these are for the temperature sensing receptors. The touch sensing receptors are also important for giving us information where our body parts are.
I think we get it. Yeah. Unless is he gonna say anything really funny from here?
Yeah, he's going to. The reporter asked him, okay, can we cure COVID or can we cure Alzheimer or something?
Yes,
okay?
yes.
But the point is that we cannot do that. We cannot. So he says that during COVID we cannot hug each other. Okay, that's kind of cold. That's all. We are.
I see. That was okay.
We are not going to cure COVID by this discovery, okay? But this kind of discoveries, they are very cool. Yeah.
Yes, I see. So, was it that you clone these receptors?
Yeah, you clone those receptors. It's the same.
They just understand the receptors better, or
you gotta clone them, okay? Then you find out one after another. So first, the signal transduction. The Nobel Prize, okay? That's around 1994. That's around almost 20 years ago, okay? So this one is huge because after the first Nobel Prize or second Nobel Prize, then if you want to get a Nobel Prize in this field, you gotta dig into the very deep water. And then you gotta dig out. So they clone, they figure out the channel, everything.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Are there any pictures that we can have a look at of the?
These two guys. One is younger than me. That's why I'm jealous.
Really?
Okay. Yeah. So the other one.
Where's the other guy? Show us the other guy.
Well, how can I put it?
The other page. Just look at the medicine page.
Which one?
No, one of the other tabs, not that one. Go left, go left. Yeah, yeah. Click like that one. Yeah. Can we just scroll down and then maybe you can just. Where's that picture that they always have? Like, what do these pictures mean? Can you talk about these pictures?
No, I don't want to talk about the pictures. Here.
Which is that guy that we were just seeing? That one?
This one was born, in 1967. Okay, he is the one I.
Is that the young guy?
Yeah, that's a young guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he still got opportunity. Okay, he still got opportunity.
And this is the old guy.
Yeah, that other one was born in 1955. Okay, but the thing I like is right now this is very different from previous years. Okay, they probably just awarded to someone. Okay, who is retired or something.
Yeah.
But these two guys, they are 100% active. Yeah, they are very active.
I see. So even this older guy is not that.
He is active. He is very active. Okay, this guy he probably got a huge lab. With I told you the other day, 30 postdocs.
30 postdocs.
Yeah, they got.
That's what it takes to win a Nobel Prize.
Yeah.
30
yeah, they just sit over there to win the Nobel Prize. Yeah. Yeah.
Never gonna get a Nobel Prize like that.
We never got a Nobel. I'm
sorry. Got 30
yeah.
postdocs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well.
We cannot beat them down.
Well, it's not always like that. You can, still win a Nobel Prize with, just a good idea. Sometimes, it just takes time.
But you gotta hit hard. You gotta hit very hard.
You gotta hit hard.
Yeah,
okay.
You gotta hit very hard. Right?
Okay. All right, fine. Okay. What are those pictures? Can you tell me about those pictures in the medicine? No.
No, I can't. I can't.
Okay, alright, fine. Okay, shall we go back to physics now?
Wait a second. These two are receptors. The two different systems.
Yeah.
Yeah, two different systems. See?
Core body temperature.
Yeah, this one is about the pain, okay? The temperature. This one is about
pain.
the touch. So two different channels, two different systems, okay? I think they are also kind of pioneer, okay? Right now it's just accumulation. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, okay.
Receptors after receptors. Yeah.
Fair enough. Hello, hi Kashman.
So this one is actually about some application. Now the painkiller are basically something like opium or something that people will be addicted to. This kind of discovery can be kind of application to some like a new painkiller that people won't be addicted to. The painkiller can directly act on those kind of proprioception so that the pain can be stopped, but without like too many side effects like addiction or something.
I see.
That's useful.
So that's why it's useful.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's pretty fundamental stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. You saw through my generic comment there.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, hi, Emil.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
So how's the stream so far?
Well, we're streaming now, so okay. You can explain the chemistry one when you want.
Oh, no, I thought you already went. Okay.
But they're going to set it up.
I got one thing.
Well, we'll swap over when they start actually
I
announcing
think
something.
is still half an hour.
No, about 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
5 minutes, yeah.
With that 1 minute, Tim, I got one point to contribute when you say that a fundamental issue. Okay.
Yeah.
In 2014, okay, they got a Nobel Prize also in physiology and medicine, okay, and they claim that something to do with Alzheimer's. They can, invented.
Are you saying I've got Alzheimer's?
Alzheimer's, yeah. So some people just come out and say, well, that's far away from Alzheimer's.
What? Far away from Alzheimer's?
So in 2014, that Nobel Prize, right?
Yes.
And the people claim that one could be helpful, okay, to develop, to prevent or to cure Alzheimer's disease.
Yeah.
But we all believe, okay, it's just so far away.
Oh, I see. It's like a pretty long shot, actually, right? Mm-hmm.
So I just respond to the fundamental,
Just like quantum information.
No, don't doubt quantum information.
No, we don't.
quantum computer's just around the corner, you know, and we're all going to have one in the next, you know, five years.
Has there been a laureate for quantum computing yet?
I would say that yes. There's like two. I mean,
What's the closest
about 2005 or something. It's Serge Haroche and Dave Wineland, and they were doing. I mean, you know, stuff which is very much the technology aspect in quantum computing, but they weren't like. I mean, they are involved in quantum computing research, but. Yeah, I mean, they were really dealing with the technology related to that, or some of the technology.
Well, I mean, it was still pretty nascent at the time, right?
Yeah. So that's why I was thinking that, you know, this year it might be a quantum information person, but alas.
No.
No.
Is it climate change or something?
All right, well, let's talk about that. So, yes, climate change.
But that's not chemistry.
No, but
The physics-
okay, but half of it. So the physics one was kind of very like, it wasn't like one topic in the end. It was usually, you know, they try to put an umbrella over the thing and then say, you know, we're going to give it to, you know, understanding light and matter or something like this, right?
Yeah.
But this year, like basically two guys were climate and one guy was like more like statistical mechanics,
Complex.
you know,
Analysis.
particle physics, this kind of thing. And I mean, frankly, they're not really related. I mean, you know, they said something like complex systems, but I mean, everything is a complex system. So it's a little bit of a generic term. And I mean, I think just for this year, that apparently they just wanted to give it to two kind of rather different bunches of people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who decides these things again?
Swedish people, bunch of Swedish people.
Just Swedish people?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
The
Yeah.
Royal Institute
Yeah.
of the Swedish.
Yeah,
Royal Institute of Swedish
Yeah.
Academy of Sciences or something
Yeah.
like that.
yeah.
Because Nobel is from their place, so
Yeah,
Right. I just didn't think it was always Swedish people.
It's the Swedish people.
nothing like well, it's just
Yeah.
I
Their
thought it was
decision.
an international committee of experts and
Well, you know, so there's a nomination round, right? And
Yeah.
then even to nominate somebody, you can't just be anybody. You need to be things like past Nobel laureates or I think a professor, full professor in that field from a kind of a recognized university. So it can't be just like any old, you know,
Okay.
university. It has to be like a pretty top level university, I think.
So you can nominate someone. You're from a recognized.
Well, I think I'm not like highly ranked enough, and so no, I can't nominate physics yet.
Even
so-
the director of the NYECU Institute can.
Yeah, there's a bit of a grey zone of like, yeah, so directors of institutes can, but I don't think they mean like my one. You know, I think they're thinking more like, you know, the director of I don't know, you know, one of these big institutes like what's that called? Adam Institute, Maryland, and
Oh, okay.
NIH.
oh yeah, like NIST or something. You know,
NIH.
president of NIST or something. I think they're thinking something like that. You know, not
You know,
like
just,
yeah.
There's one thing just coming to my mind, okay, to you. Actually, you are right, okay. I mean, you are also right. There are fundamental issues, okay. Some drugs, okay, really come out of this kind of, I mean, signal transduction. Yes, yeah. We got many drugs, anti-cancer, okay, those kind of, I mean, anti-cancer drugs. And painkillers especially, okay,
Yeah.
painkillers. That's a huge market, huge money. Yeah, they all came out from those kind of. I mean, they got a generation 1, generation 2, right? And they keep improving that, so you don't need to suffer so much. Yeah. Yes, that's true. They all come from the signal transductions. Yes, those two are signal transduction. Because when you touch, I mean, somewhere, okay, it's not only you get burned, okay. I mean, this signal will transfer to your brain. Yeah, that's the point.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Very important for making medicines and stuff.
It means money. No, it means money.
Money.
Yeah.
Big pharma.
Yeah. A pharmaceutical,
Are you part of big pharma?
they smell money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this
So
sounds
they-
like
they
this
use
sounds
the
like they're
receptors
announcing
to
it.
smell
This sounds
money.
like they're-
Yeah.
Can I get the mouse, please? Okay.
the Norwegian Nobel Committee has decided to award
We gotta go
the Nobel
there.
Peace Prize
Sorry, I can't find the mouse.
Faster.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Maria Ressa and Dmitry Muratov for their efforts to safeguard freedom of expression, which is a precondition for democracy and lasting peace. Ms. Ressa and Mr. Muratov are receiving the Peace Prize for their courageous fight for freedom of expression in the Philippines and in Russia. At the same time, they are representatives of all journalists
Are these?
who stand up for this ideal in a world in which
No,
democracy
none of these
and freedom
people.
of the press face increasingly adverse conditions. Maria Ressa uses freedom of expression
Maria
to expose abuse
Maria.
of
Founder of
power,
Rappler. Rappler is
use
a
of
huge
violence,
Filipino
and
news.
growing
Oh.
authoritarianism
Okay.
in her
She was a
native
radical,
country,
she was
the
arrested.
Philippines.
Okay.
In
So, Maria.
2012, she co-founded
Ressa with
Rappler,
two
a
S's.
digital media company
Yeah.
for investigative journalism, which she still heads.
Okay.
As a journalist and Rappler's CEO, Ressa has shown herself to be a fearless defender of freedom of expression. Rappler has focused critical attention to the Duterte regime's controversial, murderous anti-drug campaign. The number of deaths is so high that the campaign resembles a war waged against the country's own population. Ms. Ressa and Rappler have documented how social media is being used to spread fake news, harass opponents, and manipulate the public discourse. Dmitry Andreevich
Who is
Muratov has for
Second
decades
guy.
defended freedom of speech in Russia under increasingly challenging conditions.
Dimitri.
In 1993, he was one of the founders of the independent
How do you spell?
newspaper Novaya Gazeta.
MURATOV,
Since 1995, he has been the newspaper's editor-in-chief for a total of 24
Yeah, I
years.
think so.
Yep.
Novaya Gazeta is the most independent newspaper in Russia today, with a fundamentally critical attitude towards power. The newspaper's fact-based journalism and professional integrity have made it an important source of information on censorable aspects of Russian society, rarely mentioned by other media. Since its startup in 1993, Novaya Gazeta has published critical articles on subjects ranging from corruption, police violence, unlawful arrests, electoral fraud and troll factories, and to the use of Russian military forces both within and outside of Russia. Novaya Gazeta's opponents have responded with harassment, threats, violence, and murder. Since the newspaper's start, 6 of its journalists have been killed, including Anna Politkovskaya, who wrote revealing articles on the war in Chechnya. Despite the killings and threats, Editor-in-Chief Muratov has refused to abandon the newspaper's independent policy. He has consistently defended the right of journalists to write anything about whatever they want, as long as they comply with the professional and ethical standards of journalism. Free, independent and fact-based journalism serves to protect against abuse of power, lies,
So there are three,
and
right?
propaganda.
3? No,
The
2.
Norwegian Nobel Committee is convinced that freedom of expression and freedom of information help to ensure an informed public.
Then you should quickly change the top page. It's like, we won the Nobel Prize.
Democracy and protect against war and conflict. The award of the Nobel Peace Prize to Maria Ressa and Dmitry Muratov is intended to underscore the importance of protecting and defending these fundamental rights. Without freedom of expression and freedom of the press, it will be difficult to
think I kind of get
successfully
it.
promote fraternity between nations,
Right.
disarmament,
So, what do you
and a
think?
better world
Any comments?
to succeed.
I wasn't
in
expecting
our
it.
time.
You've heard of this, these people, at least the Filipino one.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
heard of
Oh,
Filipino one.
Oh, you heard the Filipino one?
Yeah.
I think it was even picked by their government at some point. It was
I can't-
she was picked up.
Picked up?
Yeah, she was picked up and she was a
Firm understanding in the Nobel Committee that democratic societies prevent war and conflict. Does it abolish war and conflict totally? Probably not. But it
Then you
is
apply transitivity,
defense that the society
and you get peace.
can put up against war and conflict. And there is no democracy, neither frame democracy or
Okay.
an advanced democracy without freedom of expression.
Yeah.
Here, I'm just now listening to Maria Ressa by the Channel TV between US and Norway is doing an interview with a really, really happy woman, and she says that this recognition is so important for her work and for the freedom of press in the whole world. What do you think is the significance of giving this prize to two persons working under really difficult, complicated conditions in
Well, there will be lots of questions. So,
So you want to move to discussion?
yeah, so let's move to
Us, the
discussion.
real experts.
Yes, the real experts on freedom of expression.
Wait, is the real expert?
Who knows Philippine more?
4?
4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Knows Philippine and Russia more? Will be the expert.
Yeah. Well, okay, so
So I now.
what do you know about
I'll
Rappler?
I'll abstain from saying too much. Rappler is just sort of this source of news, and it's well known as sort of a Filipino source of news that often makes its way in Facebook headlines, and it usually has. I don't want to call it sensational. But it's definitely visible, and
So, is there an equivalent kind of, Western type of
That's what I'm
news
thinking.
organization that we can get an
It's-
idea of?
in terms of Western news, and I
Like, is it-
don't want actual people to be critical of me because I don't actually know.
Yeah.
Maybe like WSJ and or on the level of.
It doesn't look like a Wall
It
Street Journal.
doesn't look like a Wall Street Journal, but it's in the level of being known.
But it's very left leaning.
It is pretty left leaning. Yes, it is. I'm trying to think of a similar, partisan, nearly
Okay.
partisan type
Okay,
paper.
I see. But it's quite a independent. I mean, it's not like a really. It's not like one of the major newspapers in the Philippines. It's more of an independent.
And it tries
yeah.
to be, and I think it has a particularly bent against government control and things like that. But again, I might be generalizing, and maybe I'll be giving misinformation because again, I'm not really in the know.
We never give misinformation ever on this channel. It's never happened before.
Well, I want to be particularly careful today because this is a really important event, and the person who's the CEO just got honored with the Nobel Peace Prize.
Yes.
And so I do want to be a bit careful about what I say.
So this one is
Yeah.
still in jail or something?
Oh,
No.
is in jail?
I don't think she's
she was
in jail,
arrested. She was
but-
arrested recently.
Yeah, but I know she was arrested at some point by.
Arrest and conviction. 2018. 19. Hmm. 2020.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there's a lot of controversial politics going on, particularly regarding the presidency. That I won't say much more on that.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's quite a well. I quite like this Peace Prize this year. Then it's a freedom of expression type of.
Were you expecting more? Because I just talked to Will, and his original expectation was there was going to be at least one COVID related.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So we were looking at the bookies site. Where's the bookies site? This was.
There's people betting.
Well, you bet on everything, right? Yeah. So the number one is actually WHO.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Interesting.
But
Can a whole organization get it? I don't know.
apparently,
I don't know that.
Has there been any precedent? That's what I don't know.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what-
I think there might have been, but I don't know.
there might be.
I think Vladimir Putin has been nominated.
Who?
Putin?
Putin. Yeah.
Putin?
Was like nominated like a few
Not
months
a
ago.
whole person. I mean, a whole.
They got really a large list actually at first. At the beginning they got almost like 300 people.
I was definitely expecting, Navalny up there, just because of the recent news of his.
Incarceration in Russia.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know
Yeah.
why Bill Gates is up there. I have no clue.
Just humanitarian charity stuff, I suppose.
Okay.
But honestly, speaking of his
Not because of Windows XP.
speaking of his humanitarian services, especially in Africa, I don't think he's really welcomed. And even
Really?
maybe India, yeah, because I think some of the vaccinations they gave or something made women to be sterile. So I wonder what kind of humanitarian effort that was. Was he trying to do something like birth control on us or what?
WHO?
Well,
I mean, Bill Gates.
Really?
Yes.
wow. Okay. I didn't know about that issue.
Yeah.
What kind of vaccinations were they?
I don't know. There
It's
were-
not COVID. But
No, it's not COVID. I think
Yeah.
it was kind of, regular things they normally give
I see.
to women.
Yeah.
I think in both in Nigeria, in Africa, and so I think also in India. And in fact, recently, before the WHO was in denial, but eventually, I think either last year or sometime this year, they acknowledged yes, that it did happen. Yeah.
Wow. Is it do people say it's a kind of a conspiracy of some sort? Or?
Yeah, like it has made people, like for instance in Nigeria, when people are now talking about COVID vaccine or even some vaccines from, is it Pfizer? Pfizer, right?
Pfizer.
Yeah, people are like, they're kind of, okay, we've had experience with Bill Gates, and who knows what you guys are trying to inject in us, and something like that.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Well, so Trump is not here.
Trump is not here. But Trump actually, I heard that Trump is a rare president that haven't started a war during his.
But there was an interesting comment in the
Yeah.
chat about Trump.
Uh-huh.
Pekka said that Trump was nominated because of Abraham Accords, peace deals in Middle East.
Huh.
So apparently someone
yes.
did nominate him.
They did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They got really.
Thanks
a
for the
big
comment
list
in the
for
chat.
Nomination,
Did
but
he publicize the nominations,
okay.
or this person has inside
Yeah.
knowledge?
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
They got a top list. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, every year, just like what you just said, okay, every year the Nobel Prize, Peace Prize, it's just so controversial, I mean.
Yeah. Oh, that's it.
It's
Nobel
something,
Prize is
yeah.
always
That's it. There's,
Yeah.
there's nothing more.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think maybe 15 minutes.
Oh,
of
I thought Peace Prize was last. I didn't realize economics was still on the table.
Oh yeah.
Not that it matters,
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay. I thought they usually do somebody gives a talk or some
Oh, the talk will be
breakdown.
later.
Like a
the talk
month
will be
Like
later.
for physics, there's stuff like that. For peace, maybe not.
I think the talk is always later. I think the day
Later?
after. Yeah, I think it's the day
The
after.
day after? I thought they have to
Or
take some time. to
Oh,
prepare.
talk by the winner. You mean?
Yeah, like a lecture,
Yeah.
the Nobel lecture.
Oh right, yeah. No.
No, the Nobel lecture should come in November actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that would be
But
like
there's actually
Yeah.
a talk by the winner. I didn't know about that.
Yes. No, I meant just some professor or somebody just explains what the person did. Just
Cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
like for physics and all the other ones, there is, I think.
yeah, there is.
Yeah.
actually,
And the format's a little bit different.
But this
for
one is
peace.
for peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this one is easier to
Is
understand.
there any
for everyone.
do you have a professor for
Ah.
peace?
The piece.
I only know some professors teach you to find your inner peace in your heart.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Um,
Inner peace. All right. Fair enough.
but yeah, let's educate ourselves, I guess.
Let's educate ourselves. Yes. By.
I don't know. I had nothing else.
Meditation.
Okay. Well.
I think we've learned as much as
Yeah.
we're going to learn about these. But you didn't look into Dimitri's.
We did.
I don't
Oh,
really
you
know
did?
anything about
We
it
did.
So
actually.
what's
did.
the most important about
Alright.
him?
Yeah, tell me something. I mean, one thing. Okay, I mean, I can remember him. Tell me just one thing.
He's a journalist.
He's a journalist and
He's a journalist.
Yeah.
What is like fighting
Yeah,
against?
I mean, he has basically a free press paper in a country where free press has been
Okay.
yeah.
limited. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wasn't previously aware of Novaya Gazeta.
Need
For like
Valentin or something.
for foreign people, like
Yeah.
I don't think it's like
It's not as well known.
Yeah.
What is this? Four Freedoms Award. Okay. All right. Should we go through the other prizes? Do you want to tell us about chemistry, Ariel?
Cool.
Ariel, sorry.
So, I want to know how you guys understood it, and then I can go into.
We do not understand it
All right.
at all. In fact,
so
we possibly ignored it entirely. Here's the mouse. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it was awarded to two professors, Benjamin List and David McMillan. I'm more familiar with David McMillan's work, but both of these guys are actually well outside my field. So here is the exact thing that they were awarded for: development of asymmetric organocatalysis. So what is asymmetric organocatalysis? But first of all, what is organocatalysis? And even before that, what is catalysis? So catalysis is the process of speeding up a chemical reaction.
Catalyst.
Yes. So when you design a catalyst, the idea is that you have a specific chemical reaction, and without this catalyst, it would probably be unbearably slow. It could be on the order of tens of days to millions of years. And then once you add a catalyst, it could be a couple microseconds to seconds. So catalysis are a very powerful way to accelerate chemical reaction. And of course, organocatalysis involves reactions of organic compounds. So a lot of these carbon-containing compounds, where you'll see that there's a lot of rings and a lot of lines in these bonding structures. Now, the particular novelty of their work is that they had been instrumental in asymmetric organocatalysis. So in order to understand that, it's important to understand that when you have a molecule and you know its chemical formula and you know what each atom is bonded to, those two pieces of information alone is still not enough to tell you what the molecule looks like in 3 dimensions. And the reason is you can have those two pieces of information and the molecule can still differ in an important way. It can differ based on its symmetry, right? Something we like to call handedness, but in the language of chemistry, molecules that differ in that way, where they have the same bonding structure, same chemical formula, but different 3D arrangements, those are called stereoisomers. So the development of a way to select for a specific stereoisomer is important, because one stereoisomer, you can call it maybe the left-hand stereoisomer, may be completely inert in the human body, but maybe the right-hand stereoisomer could be completely active, right? So preferably you want a chemical reaction that will selectively make one of the stereoisomers over the other. And so that's the concept of asymmetry in catalysis. And so these two guys had staked a lot of their research up to this point in developing platforms for selectively synthesizing compounds with a particular handedness. That is the gist of the research.
Well, what's a breakthrough point?
Breakthrough point.
Well, what's a breakthrough? I'm just curious.
Sure. The breakthrough point is that it's been always a historical challenge to synthesize a molecule that has a specific 3D arrangement, right? Okay. It's a little easier if to be less selective about that and say, I only want this compound with a specific bonding structure, bonding pattern, and the specific chemical formula. I don't care that I'm getting 50% left, 50% right.
Okay.
But in particular cases, I do care because the left-handed compound is more active than the right-handed compound, and so I prefer a synthesis strategy that gives me 95% left versus 5% right. That's a little harder to do, because how do you even distinguish in a synthetic pathway? How do you distinguish, one stereoisomer over the other? So, and these guys, among other, current research that they're doing, Macmillan is especially known nowadays for his photoredox catalysis work as well at Princeton. So, among other things, this is the bedrock for a lot of important organocatalysis work happening nowadays, is being able to select for a specific stereoisomer.
Are there any pictures? Can we look at some pictures?
Of the guys?
No. Of what's the illustrations there?
Oh,
yeah.
Limonene molecules. Here's the handedness idea. So here's S and R. So I don't really know what the S and R means, but just realize that these are mirror images of each other. You can't actually get one from the other. These are not related. So if you try to align these structures, you'll see that they differ in their 3D structure. And so you get these two different molecules through two differing synthetic pathways. Even though each of these atoms are bonded to the same thing here, they don't have the same 3D arrangement.
So if you just have a bunch of this substance and nothing else, are they sort of the same? Like you couldn't really tell them apart?
You can tell them apart through spectroscopy.
But just as a massive substance, if you couldn't...
You couldn't tell this, you couldn't tell this apart, like if, in the naked eye. And you probably wouldn't even know that
I just mean, just stuff basic... I don't know, properties of the material, like
the properties will be different. It's possible that the properties... if you just had a bulk of this stuff, no.
Yeah, because it's the same, right?
They're chemically...
With something else, then you can start to see some differences. Is that right?
Yes. So if there was just a crystal of this, a pure crystal of the left and right, they're practically identical up to spectroscopic characterization, right? So you have polarized light and all that. However, the way they interact with different chemicals is how you'd start to tell them apart really easily. And preferably you want a synthetic strategy to just get this one as opposed to this one. I actually don't know about this particular compound.
Why is it lemon and orange? Is it like something in these lemons and oranges?
I think one of them is found in lemons, one of them is found in orange. So let's look at the...
It's wild.
Let's look at that.
Well, we do understand that. They're different,
I know
okay?
about lemons.
Can you
Tim,
type limonene?
Tim, lemon is not the same as orange.
That's it.
But I've just
There's
searched.
only one.
That's only it.
Yeah.
Proline. So this is an amino acid.
Well,
There's a lot more information than I thought there would be.
Whoa, what's
So
happening?
this is apparently related to Benjamin List's work.
What's that to do with proline?
This is biology. What's
Yeah.
happening?
Whether an entire enzyme
Catalyst.
was really required to obtain a catalyst.
Is that a thing that you have too much in your body, then you'll get pain somewhere?
Probably, yeah.
Just based on these two,
probably
these,
true
these
of
two
anything
points
that-
alone.
Yeah.
I remember the
You're not thinking of,
issue like that.
So he found out that just proline itself could catalyze a chemical reaction. It worked brilliantly. Proline has a nitrogen atom that can provide and accommodate electrons. This is a really simplified explanation of whatever Benjamin probably told them. Like he probably tried his best to condense
Yeah.
what was actually going on, but this is kind of a too simplified. I think because
Oversimplified.
I didn't get any information from
Okay,
this.
all right. Okay. Next one.
But this thing you just said now, does it mean that those people being awarded this Nobel Prize already know they're being awarded a prize?
They get called right before.
Yeah, but is it how many days before? How?
No, like right before.
Right
The
before.
day
So
before.
just-
So you'll see stories of them saying, they just woken me up basically.
Yeah, they always seem to be woken up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of the time difference. I
Hey,
guess.
imagine they get told, please call this person, inform about Nobel Prize. No, he's awake. I can't call now. Like,
Yeah. I wonder why that is. So, what time is it in the US now? Say.
5 a.m. Because it's
okay.
For the
oh,
Eastern
for the
side.
east, yeah. So
For Eastern
side.
anywhere between 2 to 5 a.m. on mainland, and then probably
Oh.
like 12 in Hawaii.
Why can't they just adjust it for the person?
But-
that would reveal the
So that,
that would
you know.
reveal the
because
information.
there's
So
multiple people they award at the same time, right?
Oh, okay.
So,
I see.
it's-
Okay, maybe if they want to award it to a US person, they announce it at the US time, right?
Yeah.
Morning.
Yeah.
So if they want to award it to the person in China, for instance, so would they be up till late night in order to award it here?
Well, it's the least they could do.
But that would narrow down the choice of people could guess, more or less who could be.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. You have to pick a time. Fair enough. Yeah.
I think they should pick a random time.
Every year is random.
Yeah, and this way it would be unpredictable, and maybe someone could get lucky and have it in own time.
I think they got a list, okay?
Yeah.
A few years ago, I heard one story, okay? It's about, there is a jellyfish. I mean, it contains a protein for shining. It contains a protein for shining. Really good for
Yeah.
Yeah, jellyfish. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So first they nominated, two guys, okay. One is Big Shot. It's California somewhere. The other guy died some years ago, okay. He was a big shot. So when they told him, okay, they wanted to nominate him, okay, he said another guy, okay, who is the original discovery for the other protein. He tried to mention another guy, not himself, okay. So I think to some degree they knew before the prize, okay. Before they got it, they knew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they knew they got this kind of nomination. But I'm pretty sure, okay, if they make announcement right now, okay, in the morning, 5 a.m. or 6 a.m.
They still have to be woken up.
Yeah.
It's true.
Okay.
Yeah. Kip Thorne said the same thing. He wished the LIGO Nobel Prize could have gone to the whole team. It was very.
Yeah, so maybe for the science ones, they can't give it to the whole
Yeah,
team. But
I
then
guess so.
peace, maybe they can.
What are some
that
of
right?
the
Might be right.
previous Peace Prize winners?
Has Peace Prize been given to organization? That's what
Okay, all right.
I think they have.
Let's find
They have
out.
it
I think
one.
WHO won it for SARS one of those years, right?
Or something without border, remember? I think.
I do remember there was kind of organization wings
Oh.
up.
Nobel Peace Prize. I I can't type because it's so wobbly.
Just search for
You have 2 laps. Well, you have 1 lap, but it's both knees.
That's all Nobel Peace Prizes. I just
Yeah.
want to go to the Wikipedia
Yeah,
page so
please.
it's easier.
I don't think you're sharing your screen, by the way.
Oh yeah, okay, here we go.
So I wonder what they're seeing. Oh, us typing. Okay, a
Okay.
bunch of
That's
people.
one.
Oh, yeah, there's like
Oh, okay.
the International
Yeah.
Red Cross.
Some-
Yeah, yes.
Cross.
Both for World
During the World War II.
Actually, yeah, let's go to 1918.
Could you
Yeah,
go
both
faster,
Yeah.
Tim? Tim, could you please go a bit faster?
Yeah. No, but okay. Well, the last
FS
pandemic was 1918, right?
1919 was when they.
So they didn't give anything for 19.
So this one actually during the
18
World War.
pandemic.
Yeah, this was for during the World War.
Yeah.
But Spanish flu. Well, Spanish flu started at the end of the World War,
Hmm.
After the World War.
right after
Yeah.
the World War.
After the World War.
Yes.
Okay.
We
And
know
then-
because Downton Abbey said that. Yeah. Okay, so nothing was awarded actually.
Oh, with the bees impeccable,
Yeah.
impeccably dressed.
Yes, with the monocle. Yeah.
That's stylish.
Yeah, it seems like you really needed a monocle or one of these things. All right, so let's go
I
more
see.
recent.
So much time.
Red
So many
Cross.
times.
Yeah.
I see.
Wow, international labour organization.
Yes.
See, you see, that's
Yeah.
Amnesty, you see.
Amnesty.
Mother Teresa at some point.
Teresa.
And Teresa
Okay.
got a one.
The Dalai Lama apparently.
Gorbachev.
Gorbachev.
Yeah.
Cool. Hopefully. International
What's
campaign
that?
to ban
I don't
landmines. They
remember
needed a
that.
campaign
What's
for
that?
I don't remember that.
Oh yeah, Doctors Without
United
Borders.
Nations.
You see, I mean, without orders, I mean,
Yeah. Often gets given to American presidents, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's really random too.
Yeah, there you go, another one.
yeah, Obama is
Almost president, yeah.
No, Al Gore is a vice president. Yeah, Al Gore is a
Al
vice
Gore.
Well,
president.
Barack at that point was
Yeah,
EU.
European Union.
What do they do? Okay.
yeah. EU.
Yeah, European Union.
Advancement of peace and reconciliation, democracy and human rights in Europe.
EU. It's ridiculous now. It looks ridiculous now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe they should give it to the whole world.
I think that didn't really age well, I think. Yeah.
I think maybe they didn't find anyone to give it to, so they
Yeah.
gave it to you.
International campaign.
You see, I mean, food program. You see,
Food program.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
Immediately.
it's already there. Wow,
Updated.
somebody's there. Dating it. No.
Wow.
That was fast.
They beat you. Yeah, they beat you. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
So what's the point?
So have the other.
What's the point?
Yeah, what's the point?
Point of what? The Peace Prize?
Yeah, the Peace Prize, it's always controversial first, okay? Then every time we discuss about this, it's kind of sad.
So a Peace Prize is actually controversial.
that's very, very,
Yeah, strangely enough.
I think it's really controversial. I don't know.
yeah.
So that's a Peace Prize.
Because science, I can tell you biology, okay, they really do great job. I mean, biology, there's no
never
biology,
any controversy?
physiology,
Really?
okay, all
That means
the medicine, they do great job.
there will be only like opinions like this one should won.
Oh, yeah,
This one do like a better job,
Yeah.
but no one can deny
Right.
the one was awarded has done a great job.
Did something that
Yeah,
was worth it.
yeah.
Because there's so many people that probably deserve it, actually.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
For
That's
the
true.
Peace
That's
Prize,
very
there
true.
will always
Yeah,
some
It's like this
opinion.
person definitely did not deserve
Yeah,
it.
this one does not deserve
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I get that. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, do you guys like the Peace Prize?
I
Can I have
it,
one?
it didn't offend me, so
Yeah.
it's probably the most I can say.
Mm.
I don't really know this guy.
Which guy?
That's the important thing.
Yeah, which guy?
The Peace winner, the
Oh.
Peace Prize winner. I don't
You
even
know
really
Al Gore,
know.
you know Barack Obama, yeah.
Yeah, of course, that year. Okay. But if Trump
You know
Trump was
You
awarded,
know Trump.
I will be offended.
Can we see the physics laureates for the past year? Is that like a little
Okay.
more background on
Sure.
where this latest Peace Prize fits within the? Because how do you top Higgs boson? How do you top LIGO in the recent years?
Well,
And for chemistry, how do you top CRISPR? That was a pretty huge.
Could you introduce something more about physics? I mean,
Well,
what's a contribution?
We've done it.
we sort of did it.
Yeah.
But
You
let's
mean
put it in the context of like
But
previous
where's the list? Where's the list? Why is
laureates.
there
You gotta go to laureates.
no? Oh, really?
Nobel
Why?
laureates.
Oh,
There's,
why?
there's a page for everything in Wikipedia.
Ah,
Wow.
So
Okay.
see, you guys,
Wow.
Okay.
look at that.
Monopoles.
Bragg, Bohr, Compton,
Yeah, very
Schrödinger.
good.
Those
Yeah.
people are so well known.
yeah.
Yeah,
Those
Why?
people are so well known.
Why I don't know anyone?
Right, Shockley.
Yeah.
is most power, and then
Yeah, go to
Why,
the one.
why do you know all these names?
Okay, quantum chemistry also
Yeah,
benefited a lot.
go to the one in 1957.
1957.
Yeah.
Is that when you're born?
No, that's.
Oh,
So now,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
You see, the one, okay.
Xian Yang, famous.
He's still alive.
Oh, Xian Yang.
When he was
Yeah,
82, he married a lady, okay, 28.
Yeah, I know this. I know this.
When he was
Rock star.
82,
He's a rock star. Yeah.
when he was 82, he married a lady, 28.
Yeah, that's.
Yes, we-
So that's why.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's
Well,
still alive. He
Let's
Frank-
find out.
Oh, is that the Yang Mills guy? The same?
Yeah.
He's
So-
still alive.
so that's why he's like a controversial
No,
guy
he's
in China.
dead?
That-
No, his
because
spouse is
Or
dead.
his original spouse that was not 28.
Age
And
99.
he's
99 and not out. Wow.
Yeah, he's not. He even like recently still on news recently
Yeah,
in Chinese
what
media.
happened?
Oh, very.
He just like science stuff.
Okay.
Some science stuff.
I was born in
He's
Hefei.
like working in like institutions.
Where did he do his undergrad?
National Southwestern Associated University.
Don't know what that is.
So this was a special university like during the the World War II like
I see.
for the invasion. So like people
Interesting.
moved the university to like the south part of China.
I mean, this
to
guy
avoid
is
the-
really great.
Nice.
Though.
Yeah,
Also, his student. The other one is his student. I mean,
Oh, so
yeah,
grad
just-
student.
Yeah,
and
that's
Okay.
they're just
World War
great.
II.
I mean, yeah, at the time.
Cool.
Amazing. Yeah.
Okay, so like yeah, look at
and
these
the-
really great contributions in hindsight, right? So
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Well, because if I looked at the Nobel Prize list for chemistry, I probably wouldn't
Oh, you
know
wouldn't
the
know.
names.
yeah,
you
that's
know?
fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, so Mary Curie wins the
Yeah, Marie
chemistry
Curie,
or
yeah, both. She won both.
She won both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both the physics and chemistry.
So yeah.
So
the-
Stephen Chu, yeah.
So these guys are the PEC guys.
Oh, okay.
Those nice condensate guys. So that's kind of atoms, AMO. So
Okay.
if you look at AMO, that this is Astro,
Okay,
Toshiba,
astrophysics.
yeah. This is so this is CondMat. This is again particle physics. Okay, this is optics, so this is actually coming back
Yeah,
to
John Hall,
kind
the
of
whole-
AMO. Cosmic
Cool.
microwave background.
So it's rather deep fundamental physics stuff.
Magneto, so CondMat, I guess. Yeah, Kobayashi Maskawa. Yeah, this is particle physics again.
Oh, boy.
Reinvention of semiconductor circuit, the CCD circuit. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Graphene.
Oh yeah, graphene. Okay, graphene.
So
Expansion of the universe.
Expansion of the universe. Okay.
Yeah.
David
That's a big
Right, and this is probably the last closest to quantum information kind of. guys.
Yeah.
enable
2012.
measuring and manipulating.
Yeah, so that's also the point. They cannot also, give the award to all the quantum guy, right? They cannot do that all the time.
Peter Higgs.
That's also
Well, Higgs.
Higgs
the
are
one I
really,
remember.
really a big guy.
Higgs is huge because
Yeah.
that was the Higgs boson year, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
Higgs
Yeah.
is like really a big
LEDs.
guy.
Yeah, blue LEDs.
Cool.
So,
Discovery of new solution. Okay.
neutrinos.
Topological phase
Theoretical
transition.
Yeah,
topological phase
There's
transitions.
Kip Thorne's
LIGO
LIGO.
detect
LIGO.
gravitational waves. That's
James.
So laser physics. Okay, so
Yeah.
optical tweezers.
I mean, this is what I think of when I think
Yeah.
of physics.
Yeah, but somehow even though this is kind of closer to our field. It's not really kind of quantum information people, actually.
Oh, okay.
It's just they're more kind of on the laser kind of side.
Nice.
Feels a little bit different, yeah. Exoplanets, black holes, and then this is this year.
Yeah.
Which is just kind of like climate and
particle physics. Which is,
it's not even just particles, it's just sort of like, I mean, this guy does a lot of things which Ebube could now explain, but he's left the room.
Why?
Well, that's what he was supposed to explain. What did this guy do?
Did they explain how they're related or why they both?
They're not, I think they're actually, frankly, not related. Which is a bit unusual.
Yeah, well, it's very unusual. Usually there's something that ties them together. Did you want to add something?
You want to add something, right?
No, because Tim asked me to.
No, okay. Do you want to say
I
something?
can just like 2 sentences.
Well, why don't you come into camera at least? I think we'll probably finish up.
Yeah, we have one viewer left, and it's probably my mom.
So,
The Wannabe and the Hasselman mainly did for the.
Let's see.
I don't think they can see you.
You gotta go over there.
Yeah, that's great.
Did you send a link?
Well, I mean, doesn't matter.
Did you send a link before or not?
Did I?
No,
Yeah,
you
move
didn't.
forward.
Okay, doesn't
Well,
matter.
it's okay.
Yeah.
You gotta get into the camera.
Nope.
Yeah, I think he's now in.
No, I've lost it.
I think
Okay,
he's
here we
now.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, they basically. Manabe, is this the right pronunciation?
Manabe.
Yeah, Manabe, yeah.
Okay, on Manabe, he mainly created a model that before this the computer was even created. That he managed to develop a model and to show the link between the temperature rise and the carbon the carbon dioxide.
So greenhouse effect.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
He was kind of the first guy to make a model, which is a very simple model.
Ah,
But
that sounds huge.
sorry,
It's huge.
yeah,
No?
It's huge.
You really want a greenhouse model?
huge.
Greenhouse effect. I mean, everybody knows what the greenhouse effect
Yes,
is now,
now
right?
it's now it's huge. Yeah, and Klaus Hasselmann, he did something similar. Well, and it's like I read like so this kind of it's like a chaotic system. So I have a very good metaphor. It's like you have a dog with you, right? When you walk with the dog, and so the dog walks randomly, but somehow follows your motion, right? And so you have to tell the motion of yours from the motion of the dog because the dog actually moves around. But it's very hard to do. But Klaus Hasselmann also developed kind of. Well, I don't really understand.
What is your dog to do with the climate?
Yeah, well, the climate is like you, and the weather is like the dog. Well,
Okay,
Climate
so
is
just like
me. Where there's a dog.
so it's like telling the weather from the climate change.
yeah, from the rapid changing, every day weather.
So it's kind of a prediction from the climate.
Okay. Yes.
So climate changes steadily, but weather has more variation. And,
Yes.
Yeah. Weather is a more detailed thing.
Yes. So these two guys, they shared, and the Nobel Prize for, for the basically on the climate change, stuff, and Giorgio Parisi, right? That he's like focused on the this spin glass. When you have the ferromagnetic and anti-ferromagnetic, and between them, they have this kind of effect, phenomenon called frustration that you can have one like spin that
Yeah, keep talking.
you have kind of one spin. You have the neighbor as like spin up, and the other neighbor spin down.
Yeah.
And like this thing called frustration. So if you have many of these, organized material, what kind of, organization will they choose? And he really, to come up with a method called replica or something.
Replica method. Okay.
Yes. So this one works very well. But before, when he proposed that, it was not actually proved or something. But even now, I read one article saying that now was also not very completely understood this method, but it works so well, to trying to work for this kind of phenomena, and of course this is not only in ferromagnetic, and it's everywhere. A lot of phenomena, those kind of complex systems. So as well, that's what I read. That's the mainly his contribution.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. So.
But the last one seems to be different from the previous.
It is.
Yes, but they share.
It's totally different.
But they share.
Okay.
So this they shared the one half.
Yeah.
And the other two shared one.
Which is a bit unusual, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't. So weird to me. Why didn't they just give it to the climate change guys this year? Why did they need to throw in spin glass expert?
I don't know. Maybe they were kind of just, kind of loose kind of ends that they wanted to just give it both to. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, technically they gave only one. It's just two guys got 1/4 and one guy got one half.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So should we wrap up? So.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks everybody for watching.
See you next year.
Yeah.
Someone
Next Nobel Prize.
Next Nobel Prize.
All right. Okay. Signing off. See you later.
Yeah.
The end. How do I turn this thing off? End screen.
OBS.
Hallelujah.
No.
Why?
Okay.